Hello.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the table. We are here after a week's hiatus because I fell down and got a boo-boo on my ankle last week to play some Dungeons & Dragons. We will be back for those fans of the Avatar Legends campaign. Don't worry, we will be doing that at some point. Today, though, we're continuing our A City Apart campaign with now level 4 characters. So they're ready to fight dragons.
This time.
And, and go into some dungeons and, maybe get a magical item. Those Dungeons and Dragons things that we don't tend to do here on this stream.
Do dungeons exist in this game?
Those are a thing?
Oh wait, I don't have my music cue ready to go. Where I go, last we left off. I don't remember what's the freaky,
creepy,
maybe it was
ominous.
this one. I don't know. This is what we're gonna do.
Those are the vibes
It's
right
the
now.
theme song of the campaign.
Last we left off, Chauncey, the head of the Empty Bite, this underground. Head of the Golden Famine. Empty Bite's the name of the place where you hang out. The Golden Famine, this underground criminal organization local to the run where you live, had a hole shot through his chest by some guy that you all don't really know him. Yeah, who could it be? This weird bird with a rocky face, and seems to, in some way, have the support of the local officials in the form of Fifi Bell, the gnomish, I don't know, whatever the hell she is. Gnomish sort of official magistrate. I don't even know if she has a title. But she showed up and usually is pretty hands-off, but she seemed pretty true. Supposedly, and then everyone else there for the famine, leaving Chauncey there in the middle of the street, grab Raj, who had a chunk taken out of his side in that same blast, but is still living, and head off towards the Empty Bite, the headquarters organization, along with Rhea.
What does Raj look like again? I forgot what.
My baby boy Raj.
Yeah, Raj is he's usually like the doorman, the security guy. Really big, thick set. He has this deep voice. He although generally mild-mannered, very dark skin, and now bleeding out with each, as blood is going down his side and leaving a bloody footstep every time his right foot hits the ground, leading in the direction that they are walking off.
He's human, though, right?
He is a human, yes, indeed. As you watch Rearwyn walk off, Vogue and Mina, what do you do?
I roll Shanzi's corpse.
There's a lot of people around. I'm just going to point that out. You definitely, I'm not saying not to do it, but you're not like alone. There's definitely a crowd.
Yep.
Gathered around.
Is it like famine people or normies or administrators?
Fifi Bell had walked away with her little gnomish steps. It seems like famine people walked away towards the Empty Bite, from what you can tell, but there's still a decent crowd around kind of looking at this body that no one, it seems, wants to go near or touch or know what to do with, especially since like his people, the people you would think would be in charge of him, have left him there.
Okay, perfect. So I will approach and, from my pack in my traveler's clothes, withdraw some sort of like shirt or something, and make as if I'm going to cover his face for decency's sake. And while doing so, I will try to see if he's got anything shiny on him.
Mood.
So you're trying to do that stealthily, yes?
Yeah.
Roll a sleight of hand.
Right.
First roll of the day. Oh my
That'd be a
god.
dirty 20.
Feels good.
Yeah, you get his dagger. That dagger that originally he had sent.
That godforsaken dagger.
That someone was supposed to get and failed to do so. But you get your hand on his dagger and pocket that as you cover him. Murmurs going out around the crowd that has formed.
Mina, should we follow? We should follow Rhea, right?
I think so, yeah. I'm a little worried, folk. I don't know. None of this makes any sense to me.
Me neither. Let's stick together, though. Are her parents still there? Rhea's parents?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're definitely still there. Decked out as they are.
The two of you should probably head on home. We'll come by later and let you know what's going on.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. If we leave now, they won't leave the bill.
Yes.
And they start walking away arm in arm. Mama Goblin.
I love that.
Teetering as she has on this giant hat contraption that she likes to build herself.
I'm so glad these are my parents. They're so cool.
They start back towards the docks.
Folk, who were those people? That Aarakocra and that gnome woman.
The Aarakocra, I don't know and hope we'll never get to know, but the gnome woman, that's Fifi Bell. She's like some sort of paper pusher around here. Goes around and surveys the abandoned buildings and stuff.
It sounded like this was ordered by... this was an execution.
Yeah, apparently it was sanctioned somehow. This awakening stuff is not to be trifled with.
Why are they so afraid of it?
Are we walking and talking? Or are we...
Yeah, I assumed you guys are walking. You actually watch as the members of the Golden Famine disappear behind the door that shuts tightly behind them to the empty bite.
And there's no doorman now. Well, I mean, you saw when I poured the flask into Shanzi's, he was on Dream, and then he came out of it. That must be why it's so illegal.
So they want people to be stuck in dreams? They're afraid that...
I think they don't want people to know that it's easy to get out of it. They don't want people seeing what's on the other side.
What do you mean? What's on the other side?
Well, like, they all go somewhere. You heard Shanzi, right? He was flying with... I don't know. But they see things. Maybe that's elsewhere.
I guess I always just thought it was a dream. You think it's another world?
Well, I don't know how any of this works, but you always hear, I'm not from this world. Well, I was born here, but my family isn't. Feywild's like here but not here. Maybe elsewhere is one of those. And the way you get to it is with Dream. And they don't want us to know that. And I'll paranoidly look around to make sure no one's eavesdropping.
Well, but they're trying to get rid of people by sending them into a dream. And then when that didn't work, when you did it with the awakening, then he just killed him with magic.
Right. I think they tried to assassinate him with Dream first to make it look clean, like it was his own fault. And when that didn't happen, they had to do it overtly.
So they're just sending people into dreams they don't want around? That's Folk, that's
No.
terrifying.
See, I don't think they're sending them. I think they don't want us to know what's on the other side. And normally when you take Dream, you don't make it back to tell the tale. So they don't want people to take Awakening, come back safe and sound, and spread the word of what's over there. Maybe it's better.
This is a lot to think about. What are we gonna do about Rhea?
I was hoping we'd be able to get in, but I guess we just have to see if we can peek in or listen. Can you send Timothy?
I can, yes.
Timothy!
Yeah. I should be able to send him in with her if she wants him there. Is Rhea taking over?
Well, she should try, in my opinion. I think she'd make a great boss.
But won't that put a target on her back? Fifi Belt just ordered the last leader of that king killed Vogue. That's going to be Rhea next.
Only if we mess around with Awakening, which we won't.
Vogue, her parents are already selling it.
That's what we'll deal with later, alright? We gotta take it one step at a time here, Mina. We gotta... Let's see what they're doing in there.
While you guys fan theorize outside, inside, this is a little... See, I don't want the names of the tracks. I want, like, the mood. This is, too happy.
Tense, tense, heavy.
Yeah. Well, a little less heavy inside, because this is your safe place, This is the safe place, and it's a little better to be here. As you go, and Raj is, like, almost slams himself down to the chair, and someone starts, tending to his wound. There's actually a familiar sense that you get here. It is not the first time that a member of the famine has come in bleeding and needed to be tended to, while one person starts to wrap him and another person gets him a shot. Right? Like, this is not an everyday occurrence, but not so crazy.
Now, what I want to know before any discussion starts, would Rhea know about, like, the chain of order? She knows Chauncey was her boss, but
yes.
Does she know anything else about this?
This isn't a huge organization. And it's not a crazy old organization. You know that Chauncey got his orders from someone above him. You have a vague idea that they're somewhere in Central City, which is the power hub of the city in general, so that makes sense. But your faction of this criminal enterprise, like the Golden Famine, which is your faction, Chauncey was the leader, and then there was everyone else.
Okay. So there wasn't, like, a second in command for him?
Not really.
Okay.
There are people with more influence versus less influence. There are people that bring in a lot of money versus people who are newer and don't. Right now, there are about 9 people in here. And this is kind of the power center of this organization in this room. A lot of people, like, go behind the bar and pour themselves a drink and, like, sit down and do a shot. And they're, like, unsure what to do, and they're kind of looking around at everyone else, and no one wants to speak first. Someone's tending to Raj, who's like, ugh, and like smacks a chair that smacks against the wall and falls down. And you can tell whatever he's doing is smarting like hell. And you see Kier, the halfling, sitting on the bar, just like kicking his legs, just drinking a pint and just looking around, like waiting for something else to happen.
I think Rhea will kind of lean back, cross her arm on the chair they're sitting on, and looking at the floor, So what comes next?
I'm hoping we don't have to bury 2 people today. How you looking, Raj? I have had worse, he says, as like a dribble of blood comes down the side of his mouth.
Right, you have.
Ugh. Who the fuck was that guy?
And how the fuck did he do whatever the fuck he did to you and Shanzi?
One of the other members says, "Oh, I'm pretty sure he's that guy. He's that guy that was selling Dream before, and there was some party back in the day, and he like drugged everybody. Did you hear about that?
Him! It is!
You know, not too many Aarakocra have like stony heads and stuff. That'd be weird. I think it's the same guy."
So the officials are teaming up with some crazy dream seller mastermind, and now they're trying to go up against it? What's happening?
I don't know.
Listen, the officials are going to be on our asses. We're not exactly secretive, are we?
What officials are you talking about?
Well, whatever Fifi is.
Fifi Bell. The woman carries around some sort of satchel with some papers in it. Goes and eats breakfast for free. That's right, no one's ever going to pay that tab. And walks along and talks to folk, and I don't see she's done much of anything.
Right, except that now she's shadowed by someone who's able to do that. And I point to Raj.
So are we worried about Fifi Bell? Or are we worried about the bird fella?
I'm worried about whatever may come against us.
One thing I don't get, though. She said that Mahanaten wanted him dead because... Yeah, that's fucking enough, as he, like, pushes the guy off.
I love
Hold
him.
aside.
He's so cool.
Because he was selling Awakening? Chauncey wasn't selling Awakening. We don't touch that stuff. The hell was she talking about?
Matt, can you remind me, the box that I opened with Shanzi, what did it say? Big lines. I don't need the exact speech, but...
I don't know. I'm not telling you that. Get the fuck out of here.
But I can't open...
At realizing he doesn't have to tell you, he doesn't want to.
No!
Okay, Andre, can you look the notes? Because I can't
I'm
because of the
looking.
streaming
I
setup.
don't know if I have it.
Maybe you took the keen mind feed this set. Maybe you just know. Maybe you...
No.
No.
That's... I don't like to ban a lot, but I'll ban that shit right now.
The box turns out to be a message from the baggage, insulting Shanzi and telling him to stay away from the crawlers and flyers, and to keep elsewhere. Mina eavesdrops on this message through Timothy.
Right, that means...
No more live note reading on stream. That's awesome.
I just wanted to know if, like, there was a hint about selling drugs in there, but there wasn't. Okay.
No. Unless.
What if the orders were pushed onto him and he just hadn't started pushing it yet?
Look, I'll sell whatever the fuck is gonna make us a buck. But not if it's gonna leave a hole in us. The word so far has been to leave that shite far away. I say we keep doing that. I'm not interested in selling one more drug. The streets have enough. As long as we're supplying. If somebody else was trying to supply Awakening, that's a buck out of our pocket. What's a buck? I don't know. That's a coin out of our pocket. So, It's a shame the lad had to go, but... Yeah. I don't see that it changes anything with us.
Well, who's gonna get into contact with the higher-ups now?
Why, you need Daddy to tell you what to do.
I need to make sure that nothing crazy happens.
What exactly is a higher-up? Never fucking met him. I'm not as worried about that, I'm worried about supply lines. We need to keep getting our stuff.
Right, I hear you. Keep in mind we're criminal organizations, which means that all of us are criminals. And I don't plan on working with criminals that are not organized, because that only leads to bad shit. So I'm asking, who's gonna keep us organized from there on out?
That's a great question. We should appoint a leader.
Right. Democracy?
Democro what? Look, I hope you're not talking about appointing me, lass. I don't want it.
Is that Kier saying that?
Yeah.
You think I wouldn't call you boss? Funny one.
I sure fucking hope not.
No, don't worry.
Look, the thing about Chauncey is he wasn't going out and making any money, right? He kept things organized, but he wasn't an earner. I'm an earner.
Right, so who's the organizer now?
I did.
No, I don't want to hear from you.
I've done some party planning in the past.
Right.
You could.
Nope.
Similar skills.
This voice is not the voice that's gonna bark orders at me. Oh, hell nah.
Look at you, lass. You really do love it when people bark orders at you, don't you? You need someone to hold you down a bit.
Right. How about you stop making assumptions? I mean, because that's bringing us nowhere, is it?
Listen, you're so upset with Chauncey not being around, but what really is gonna change with you other than you'll get slapped around a little bit less?
So we just keep doing whatever we're doing, except we keep all of the profit? That's what you're suggesting?
Boy, doesn't that sound nice. Look, perhaps one thing we should do is keep our ears open to who exactly is bringing in this awakening. Because I don't know about all of you, but I don't want a hole in my chest just because some other fucker's trying to make money off of this stuff they're not supposed to sell. No one's ever bothered us for selling anything else. Opium? Great, that's fine. Spree? Go for it, right? I've sold some to Fifi Bell myself. But all of a sudden this new stuff comes up. Who's bringing it in? Anyone have any idea?
There is... I might have a lead, but I don't know anything yet. Just a shot in the dark.
Well, if it can keep us whole, you might want to share.
The goblins, they have this new auntie. And aunties, they're greedy, they're ambitious. They're willing to go far, to get money, gain respect, gain influence.
What's the auntie's name?
What is it? I forgot.
You should have written it down. That's how
I
the game
would
works.
if I had free screen space.
Auntie Aromo.
Aromo. Auntie Aroma. Thank
I've never heard of her.
Like I said, she's new. Got a new name as well. She didn't used to go by that name.
What her name used to be?
That doesn't matter, does it?
I guess not. Oh, so. Do we burn down the docks? Not all of them, dear. Just the one where this new auntie's stationed.
Well, how about you let me see first. I'll go ask around, snoop, see if I can find anything incriminating. And then...
Why, Snoop? Wouldn't it be better just to light it a flame and show that we're serious about keeping the stuff out?
Right, and what if this same auntie is the one that's about to provide you with 50 clients worth of spree? You want that burned down as well? Where do you think your stock comes from? Most of it is from the goblins.
Are you sure about that?
I know that some of them do provide it, and I don't wish for our stock to get burned down.
Well, here we are then. We keep doing what we're doing. Earners keep earning. And the little miss, you're in charge of finding out about this auntie. Whatever the fuck she's bringing in.
Right. Raj will be okay?
Yeah, I might need to sleep this one off.
Maybe more than a day. We'll be able to open the door ourselves. All right?
Yeah. Be careful. We don't know what the fuck this awakening stuff does. I wouldn't mess with it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you're right.
Alright, I've got to go hand off keys. I just sold a farmhouse. Lovely new couple.
Fucker.
And he puts his half still full mug down and hops off the counter and scurries his little halfling legs right outside. Outside Vogue and Mina, the door opens and you see Chanzi leave, and he kind of like tips his hat that he's not wearing. Oh, Kier, yeah, sorry. Tips the hat he's not wearing to the two of you, and then continues down the street.
You gonna pretend you didn't have anything to do with that, Kier?
I don't know what you're talking about.
How did that come across as a total lie?
One insight check.
16?
Rolling good.
Came off as very dismissive. And he didn't even turn around to say anything. So yeah, I mean, he definitely probably has an idea what you're talking about, but doesn't want to address it.
That one's hiding something, Mina.
Fuck, he's dangerous. He's a dangerous person.
Look how small he is. Smaller than you. Could probably eat him.
But I have already lost the farm. I don't want to lose anyone or anything else to these people.
I won't do nothing rash for now.
Okay. Thank you.
I command.
Maria, how'd it go? Are you the new boss lady?
Gods, no. Is that really what you want from me?
I thought that's how... it's like a vacancy, right?
Listen, the thing about Shanzi is that he gave me fucking peace. I brought him 3 pieces of gold a week and he was way happy with me. Whoever's gonna take charge is gonna have the upper ups on their asses, which I don't want because I don't even know them and I don't know if they'll give me peace the way he did. And the problem is, whoever is gonna take Shanzi's place might not give me peace. So it's just a fucking shit show. And what they don't get about the words criminal organization is that there's organization in it, and now we're not organized because there's no boss. Ugh!
I agree that higher-ups pressing down on you wouldn't be good, but they're just gonna put someone else in place now.
And I'm saying, I don't know how they're gonna act.
And lack of organization could be an opportunity for us, since now we don't have to kick back to anybody.
Okay, listen guys, we need, and I lower my voice, we need to go back to my parents' place and we need to get rid of that stash however the fuck we possibly can.
Okay. I'll help.
Should we burn it?
I mean, it's probably worth a good amount.
It probably is, but did you see, Shanzi? Did you see Raj? It's my parents' life. It's not even mine. It's my parents' lives at risk.
We definitely need to get it out of there, that's for sure. But why don't we go see this Auntie Romo and let her know what happened? And let her know that that stash she gave to the parents needs to be moved.
My parents did say that they got it from the auntie, right?
That's where I knew that from.
Don't ask me these questions anymore. I'm gonna be a better DM and not answer them.
But
I think that...
Matt, I
100%,
would take notes if I could, but I
I'm
can't.
just. You guys are free to. I'm gonna be a better DM and just. I'm the objective.
I think we should dump it in the lake. Just dump it all in the lake.
No, it can be
It's right
found.
there.
We need to destroy it. Make sure it cannot be found again.
Probably floats too, maybe. Who knows? It could just float all around the dock. And then they'll come and destroy the whole damn thing. We gotta be more clever about it.
If my parents got it from the auntie, there's no way she'll take it. She'll take the stock back. That's a loss of money for her. That's
I'm not saying
annoyance.
take it back. I'm saying we gotta figure out who are they selling to. Is there another distributor? Who can we pawn it off on?
We're not doing that. Vogue.
You think, listen, you think Auntie Romo gave however much of that stuff to your parents just for good looks? Like they don't owe her.
For money! They were gonna bring us a shitload of money. That's how it works.
What I'm saying is your parents owe a Romo now. If she loaded them up with a bunch of stuff to sell. You know all this works better than me. Why am I telling you this?
I'll take care of the debt. I'm able to pay debts. I've done it my whole fucking life. Right now, I want to make sure that they stay fucking alive. And right now, they're at risk. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Let's go take all that stuff and put it under the bridge. No one goes down there ever.
Under the bridge?
You got a better spot?
We destroy it. You want to sell drugs? Start with spree. Start with opium. Start with the shit everyone buys so easily. If you want to be a drug dealer, go and be a drug
Spree and
dealer.
opium, I actually want to take myself. This awakening stuff doesn't do shit.
Fuck, he shot him with... I think it was something... like a spell. And it went through him and hurt the other man too. That...
I'm a satyr. I'm resistant to that sort of nonsense.
Good for you, but not us. And I am heavily associated with you, and so is Mina. And I don't want a hole in my fucking stomach.
So we need to talk to the auntie, is what I'm saying. If the auntie loaned them a bunch of stuff expecting them to sell it and pay her back, and we destroy it all, we don't even know how much that stuff goes for. What if it's 1,000 platinum they'll let?
Who's gonna buy it? Vogue. Where do we
I
start?
don't know.
So...
We gotta ask the auntie.
I think talking to Auntie Romo is a good idea.
Thank you.
I do think we should have a plan about how we're going to present ourselves during this visit. Before we talk to her.
Well, Rhea knows her, so...
Yes. I guess my question would be, why are we going to say we're going? What are we going to tell her? That is the reason we're going to see her.
Rhea's parents are in over their head and need to be left
No.
the fuck out of it.
No.
What?
You've ever talked to someone at the head of a criminal organization, at the head of a drug deal, right? And you go to them and you're like, oh, by the way, that drug I took from you saying I'll sell it, I won't. Hee. You think that goes well? You think that's easy?
You think it's better just to destroy the stash and have them find out themselves?
I think I want my parents out of this. If
I
I have to
agree.
say I'll sell the drugs, I'll say that.
Great.
And then I'll destroy
100%.
it. And find another way to make that money.
But the problem is, guys, that it's still going to come in, no matter who's selling it.
Why is that our problem?
It doesn't concern us after that.
How does it not concern us? We live in the run. My mom lives here. Your parents live on the docks. We know.
It's
Willie's bringing it in. We know that.
Mina, it's low life shenanigans. It's the people that want to just get fucking high as fuck, right? Those are the people.
But that wasn't a low life shenan. That wasn't a shenanigans. I don't think. That was an execution.
Which we won't be a part of because none of us will be associated with that.
We already are, Rhea. We're in this already. And we have to be really careful about how we get out.
All right, I'm going to put a pause on the scene. Where are you? What are we doing? Where are we going? What's the next step? Are you going to...
I say collect the stash from the parents' house, reposition it somewhere else, go talk to Auntie Roma.
I'm not stashing it under your fucking bed.
That's
Where
it should go.
anyone can just walk up and be like, oh, I shit ton of awakening.
And that's the beauty of it. No one does.
I'll meet you guys at Rhea's parents, but I have to go talk to my mom.
Ooh.
Right.
It's like the middle of the night. You think now's a good time.
Fuck, I think she thinks I'm dead.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. When you put it like that.
Alright, then Rhea and I will be on extraction team. Or do you want us to come?
Please be safe. No, I don't want you to come with me. I don't think that would be good. But please be safe, guys. Don't do anything reckless.
We'll be fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Split the party is the decision.
Vogue and Mina are going to... I'm sorry, Vogue and Rhea are going to Rhea's parents' house. And Mina is going to...
Frank's.
farm... Greg's. Yeah.
Frank's house.
No, not Greg. Frank. Sorry.
Frank.
It's all these
Unfortunately,
great
it's not
names
good
we have.
boyfriend.
Yeah.
Why couldn't she shack up with him? Huh?
You guys have not
Don't
yet
say that about my mom.
met Burfin. Burfin's name is out there, living in infamy right now. Okay, I
Burfin's
think
in the wind. He's in the wind. We just established that he's
Burfin's in the wind. From where you are, these farms are set a little bit back away from the run. The docks are kind of right there. So the parents' place on the docks would be coming up first. When you walk up the docks toward Rhea's parents' house, you can hear them inside. You can't hear exactly what they're saying, but just arguing back and forth. You hear things like falling, like a plate, like falling, and that's not actually the sound it makes. But there we are. That's my best. That's the best Foley I got, friends. And the second you open the door, it's hard to call it chaos when there's only 2 people in the building, but that is nonetheless what you see. The first thing that hits you is this absolute blast of this really strong smell.
Yeah.
The smell of this liquid liquefied awakening. Oh, yeah, this liquid awakening that you had hits you right in the face, and it's a lot. And some of it got spilled, guys. You see this? It must have been like those beans you had before, but it's like it's been ground up, right, to this like fine powder, and it's been thrown around the room. There's a decent amount of, well, I'm just gonna call it coffee grounds, littering the floor of this cabin, and both of your parents, their hands shaking, with this tea kettle just shooting out hot water. You see Rhea's dad say, "I don't care what the auntie said. She just can't be that great," and just takes a big shaky drink of this. And just, why sell it? We just keep it too. No, you. And the hat is all. She's actually standing near a wall because the hat has fallen onto the wall, but she's still on her. But if she walks away from the wall, the hat will fall, and she does not want it to. You also see like coffee grounds, like at different layers of the hat, as if Dad had taken a handful and chucked it at her at some point. And she's sitting there also hand shaking, but trying to drink it with her pinky out as she sips on some coffee herself. Again, all the while, the steam coming out of the kettle, as they seem to have not even noticed you all walk in.
Wait, let me see if that spell does it. No.
Uh-oh.
Never mind. I think I take the cup away from my mom first of all.
Dad, give that back, please.
I asked you guys
Shut
one
the
thing.
door.
I asked you guys to clean it up and make sure I can pick it up safely. And
No, don't worry. I'll make myself another cup. And she goes over to this contraption. She has, she gets a mug and then takes some pantyhose and puts it over it and just scoops up a handful of these and puts it on, and then takes the kettle off and just pours some water through this pantyhose into the cup. The pantyhose kind of falls and a bunch of the grounds get into there, and he goes, whatever. And throws the pantyhose over her shoulder and just grabs a spoon and just mixes it up, and then takes a big swig. And she has like these black coffee grounds all up in her teeth. And she says, "You gotta tell your father, we're here to do what the aunties say. We're not here to play some shenanigans."
I think I cut her off and I scream like, "Enough!" And I cast sleep on both of them.
Ooh.
Shit.
They
You
can't
cast sleep.
Awakening.
Oh god, my friend. They are gonna be able to make a save for this.
Okay.
Because of
The awakening.
Sheer amount of caffeine in their system.
the sheer amount of caffeine in their system. What
Rhea
is
did
your
this to
spell
me
save
already
DC?
before, when I was on Awakening, remember? I woke up in like 5 minutes.
Dude, you snorted a fucking bean up your
14.
nose. This is they just chugged 5 Red Bulls.
It's at 14.
14. Your mom goes, "Hey!" and steps away, and then the hat falls and it knocks the kettle, and the boiling water spills out onto the floor, and she's like, "What?" And your father just falls to the ground and just smacks his head against the ground and just starts snoring.
Mom.
I just started drawing curtains. If they have anything on the windows, just no one needs to see this.
Mom, is this everything?
No! And she goes over to a floorboard that you know is a false one, and she lifts it off. And in this net that is literally hanging over the waves of the lake under this pier is like lapping against the side. And she pulls out these 5 bags. She definitely has 5 pounds of coffee, in addition to the one that's thrown around this room.
Can I prestidigitation as much of the coffee as I can?
You can kind of get it off your mom. I mean, it's not really gonna clean the whole house.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine taking a bag of coffee grounds and just shaking it. That's what this room looks like.
Okay, I'm gonna take the 5 pounds, first of all. Make sure she doesn't have access to that anymore.
I'll go open the backpack.
Huh?
You're gonna carry that in your hands out there?
You're not carrying it.
You use your own bag then.
Exactly. Thank you. I put it in my backpack.
I wouldn't walk around with that stuff.
Mom, let me fucking handle it. I need you.
No, listen, Auntie Aromo, she told me, they have dogs walking around sniffing it out in the central city.
In the central city. Are we in the central city right now?
No!
So where's the problem, Mom?
Dogs can walk. They're pretty quick. I was once chased by a dog.
Where?
I was wearing, my hat is getting wet! And she runs over and pulls the hat out and starts trying to clean it off.
I think I think Rhea I think Rhea has her hand on her forehead and they turn to Vogue. Have you seen any dogs on the way here?
No, don't think so.
There wasn't any dogs, right? We should be fine.
Yeah.
Right, we should be fine. Fuck. Okay. You know what? Meet me at my place. I cast invisibility on myself. And
What about all this mess?
I go to my place.
What?
The door opens and you leave, and your dad wakes up and says, I burned my feet. That was uncomfortable. Oh dear, I'm a little sleepy. I think I should drink some more.
Can we? What did Auntie Romo tell you? What was the deal? That she gives you a supply and you have to sell it?
Auntie Aromo she's a little bit hard to understand when she talks sometimes. She kind of just says Aromo, like over and over, repetitively, and then every once in a while she gets other words out. And she said to distribute this.
That's it? That's what she said?
It was very compelling. She has this presence about her.
Right.
But how much does it go for? Who buys it?
I just got it today. I was gonna see. Usually, something like this, like, you're like, I'll take 1 gold, please. And if they pay it, the next time you say 2 gold, please. And then if they don't say yes to that, then the last one was probably the correct pricing.
That's a great strategy. Now, you know what? We'll figure this out. You guys need to clean up in here. If the dogs can smell it in her pack, they can smell it on your door. I can smell it myself, and I'm not a dog.
They couldn't smell it on the docks. Too many eels.
I'm telling you, I can smell it myself.
No. Have you ever walked on the dock? It's very fishy. The fish will cover the smell of the awakening, for sure.
You guys are nuts. All right? You got to clean this up. We told you, and what happens to you is not going to be my problem.
Oh, and supposedly, what was that word that she said? She said, well, awakening is what you call it before you make it into the drink, but there was a name for the way it is when you drink it. I think she called it cafe.
Cafe, huh? I like the sound of that.
Nice.
Sounds very...
Something like that. I don't know.
erudite.
Very difficult to understand when she speaks, but very persuasive.
So, she's not going to be coming here begging for cash, is what I'm hearing.
I don't know. I just met her today.
That's not what she said last time.
I see. Thank you for clarifying. Best of luck to you. Have a great night.
All right, get up now. It's time to clean. Make another pot of cafe.
I'll head out.
Okay.
Close the door.
You close the door behind you.
Goblin politics move fast, guys. It's a real quick moving situation.
I'll head to Ria's.
Mina. Oh wait, wrong one. It is late. as you make your way across the farmlands to one that is rather large, expansive. Frank's business has expanded over time. You have a little bit of an inside that he's done that by borrowing money, maybe from some disreputable people, but what he's been able to do with it has been rather impressive. He's taken over other smaller, struggling farms. He employs people on his land and expanding it further and further. Except Frank has always been a single man. And it seems now he's found someone to share it with. You walk towards the big farmhouse, much larger, grander. It's like this 2-story colonial style home with this big front porch. And you see 2 rocking chairs side by side on the porch. One of them has like a quilt with some knitting needles on it. But it is dark. The lights are off as you approach the home.
I think Mina will stop as she sees those 2 rocking chairs together, and for a moment, she thinks about just walking away. But I think she doesn't want to do that to her mom, so she pushes through and walks up and knocks on the door.
I think you have to knock a couple times before there's a response. And you hear the distant pop, 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 pop of someone walking down the stairs. And the door kind of gets pulled open quickly. You're, what is it that you... Mina. As Frank stands there and his Ebenezer Scrooge nightie, complete with the hat, the big floppy hat. Yeah, he holding a little candle.
Hi, Frank.
Oh,
Frank.
Hey. How are you? How are you doing? Oh, sorry. Yeah. Come in. I'll.
I'm sorry to disturb you in the middle of the night like this.
Yeah. I'll get your ma.
Thank you.
Feel free. The living room's right over that way. You can go have a seat. Here, take this, and he hands you the little candle.
Thank you.
And I'll just cradle it one hand in front of the flame so it doesn't go out, and I'll go to the living room, sit down. Nervously, kind of fidgeting.
Yeah, Frank starts making his way step a little quickly up the stairs, and then you hear boom. Oh, oh, damn, my fucking toe. And then ba-boom, ba-boom, as his footsteps go up irregularly. The rest of the way. And then, again, from this rather silent place you have, you sit on this, fairly comfortable wooden chair, just waiting. And you can hear things that might give away a little bit. You hear very quick footsteps. And in the last few steps, they slow. As your mom tries to nonchalantly, casually as possible, walk into the living room. You see her lit only by this little candle that you have. Sitting or standing in the shadows, she kind of comes around the corner into the room where you are and stands there in the threshold and says, Nina, you're looking well.
Sorry, Mom. I didn't mean for any of this to happen. So sorry.
Are you in trouble?
No, I'm okay. I didn't mean to be gone for nearly as long as I was. I didn't mean to leave you.
I guess you've seen the farm.
Yes.
Had to sell it, and Frank was good enough to take me in. It's something we had been... I didn't get the chance to tell you, but it's something that we had been talking about a little while beforehand anyway.
Does she... I guess at this... Does she seem well? Like, does she seem happy? Like, does she seem happy here? From what I've...
Roll an insight check.
Okay.
She... It's hard to tell. Because she's obviously upset by this situation. You know what I mean? Like, she's trying not to look directly at you, because, you know, if she does, she's just going to start crying. She's kind of, like, looking a lot at the ceiling. She did kind of scan you at first to make sure, like, you physically look okay. Mina, you're sure you're not in trouble? You're not... I mean, you disappeared with those friends of yours, and they're not the people I raised you to hang out with. They're not the people I raised you to be around.
I know that Rhea and Folk are... They have their own problems, Mom, but they've been through a lot. And they're really good people, and they're my friends, and they care about me.
They're addicts, Mina. They're addicts.
I know.
And they took you away for so long.
I just want to put the candle down and go and give her a hug.
Yeah, and she does. And she hugs you tight, like not wanting to let you go. And just puts her face into your hair. Says, sometimes people want to be good, but other things hold them back.
I don't want to be the kind of person who just abandons people. Mom, and I'm sorry I did abandon you. I didn't mean to. And Frank seems really nice, and I'm happy that you were together with him.
I really tried to keep you away from all that. We moved out here all the way, start a farm, away from all the rest of it. I really thought I'd be able to keep you away from it.
I don't think there is getting away from it, Mom. I think it's everywhere. And I promise I haven't done anything. I haven't taken anything. I promise I haven't. But I don't want to be a farmer.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know. Yet.
You know, once you start down that life, it's really, really hard to stop, even if you want to. And it only ends up one place.
have to. But what if somebody who cared about them could make it so that nothing bad did happen to them, and then they could be happy and safe?
Roll a persuasion check. At advantage.
Oh,
22.
so good.
It's rolling shit, guys.
She covers her mouth with her hand at that, like trying to hold back, and you can see her tearing up. And you can see her upset as she says, Mina, just don't get it. I mean, spree is one thing, but once you start taking opium, you want it all the time. It doesn't matter if there's people that love you. Eventually, they stop talking to you too. And you just want more and more until there's only one thing left to take. And not everyone comes out of Dream. I was lucky. And supposedly I was out a long time. Mina, and then when I woke up, I had you.
You are the best mom I could have asked for. And you raised me the right way. And please trust in me that I'll make you proud. Okay? I can make you proud of me.
Just so worried for you.
I know. I promise you I'll be safe and I'll be careful. And I have to make my own way, Mom. I can't be on the farm forever.
And with that, as ironically my mom calls me, literally during this scene, we are going to take a quick break.
Quick break.
Too soon.
Use the bathroom, call your mothers,
Let them know you love them.
and we will be right back.
See you in 5. We're back.
Welcome back, everybody. What do you think is happening here? Chat away. That's it. There's a chat function. You can use it to talk about what you think might be going on, or just to put, coffee cup, little thing. That's fine too. If you just wanna put little pictures of coffee cups, you can also do that. You could subscribe. What are the other things you can do? You could subscribe and follow.
If you haven't already. You could cheer with bits if you've got some bits to spare.
Yeah, I mean, back in my father's day, when you cheered with bits, it was at a rock concert and you pulled up your shirt to show off your bits. Here you can do it digitally.
You could do the other way too. Just take a photo and email it to info@tablesedgegames.com.
We'll make
You could do it the other way.
Don't worry.
Or you could just pull your pants down and show your bits that way. I mean, it's endless.
Equal
friends.
opportunity.
We are not responsible for the consequences, though.
No. We're just responsible for entertaining you to the highest level as you show off and spread your bits around.
Spread 'em, babe.
Okay. I had suggested off stream that we go to the next morning. That was poo-pooed.
Fuck you, Matt. Are you nuts?
Listen, I only know Mina. Only know she's going to Ria's parents' house because that's where she was told they're going to meet.
Yes,
up. So
I get to do another.
We can do whatever you want to do, but I'm just saying that's where I would be going. That's all I know.
True.
We don't have
100%.
spending yet, right?
It is the dark of night. Riowin, tiefling, horned and
Invisible.
invisible.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something else.
I was thinking about it, but I didn't. Holding 5 pounds of coffee, round and powerful. Stalks the road. Where you going,
My place.
Riowin? You go a few doors down from your parents. Invisibly, the creaky docks making lots of noise under your invisible feet,
Right.
and then you open your front door and walk inside.
Perfect. Okay. First order of business. I move my bed. Okay. And then what I want to
Yeah.
do is raise one of the floorboard that's under my bed so I can hide the stash there. I planned all of it.
You do exactly what your parents did, just at your house, as you lift up a floorboard and stash 5 pounds of coffee below it. Excellent.
And I put my bed back on it.
Yes, there's a bed on it. That's the difference.
Perfect. Awesome. I'm
Upgraded.
so happy we did that. And now I wait for folks to be there.
I step out of Ria's parents' house, and I look around the empty street, hopefully. Is anyone observing?
No. There's just nobody there.
I hike up my jacket a little bit and sheepishly walk a couple doors down.
I didn't think they were that close, okay?
I try the door.
It's unlocked.
I open it a hair.
Fucking lock it
Ryu.
behind you!
Oh, okay. I clop inside and shut the door and lock it.
I'm still invisible, by the way.
What the hell happened? Where are you?
I'm right here. What the fuck do you mean?
I walk right into it,
I
like,
step
"Oh,
through-
what-
yeah, I can. What, can you look? Watch
How are
where
you
you're
doing this?
going, man.
I can't see you.
What do you mean? Oh. Vogue, I don't know how to undo it.
What?
I
Oh my god. I'm never gonna see you again.
What, you think? Wait, think about the possibilities, okay?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. But you're not like gonna fully disappear, right? It's just visual.
I think. I hope.
Okay. So what'd you do with the stuff?
Why do you want to know?
I mean, somebody else should know. I mean, what if something happens to you and then?
Okay, let's go talk outside of my house, so that when Mina comes to my parents' place, she sees us because we're only a few doors away.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, no. Next order of business, we're gonna go talk to the auntie Momoa. What's her name?
Romo.
Aroma.
Great. I mean, yeah, I agree. We should. Your parents did say it's hard to communicate with her, though.
How?
Like, apparently she only just, like, repeats her own name, and that's it.
Oh my god.
Yeah. You said you knew her before, right?
Yeah, Matt, what do I know of her old self?
Roll a history check for this
Alright.
auntie of the goblins.
Alright.
Back when you were just a nerfling.
Me?
Natural 20 -1. Love it. You knew this nerfling intimately. She was quiet. Some would say bookish, but she didn't read books. Just like, I don't know. You know, in It's a Wonderful Life, when like the worst part of the movie is that he finds out that if he wasn't alive, his wife was going to be like a mousy librarian, and that was the worst possible outcome for the world. She's very quiet, subdued, like which is kind of the anti-goblin. The goblins have a very open thing, very nervous and skittish. She used to like caramels. I don't know. You got a nat 20. That's what I'm giving you. She liked caramels.
Do you have
You mean
caramel?
caramels?
She loves those. Do you have those?
Caramel.
Oh, I might. Can I rummage through my pack searching for caramels?
You can. Do you explicitly have caramels written in your inventory?
No, but I pull out. I don't have any caramels, but I do have this, and I pull out Shanzi's dagger.
Is that what?
And I'm like not looking at Rhea. I'm looking in the complete opposite direction.
I think I kind of like snap my finger and you're here. I'm like, I'm over here, Mora.
Oh, look what I got.
Is that what
This
I
is what
think it
started
is?
all the. Yeah, it started all that hubbub with you and Shanzi.
Matt, is there anything special about this godforsaken dagger?
Make an investigation check.
Oh yeah. I feel like I'm on an undercover mission just because I'm invisible right now. It's so great.
I would like to help. I don't need the help. Hell yeah.
Also a natural 20, -1. All right.
Yeah.
Hey, if there is
Okay.
combat, we don't get this.
No.
Just for hiding coffee and learning about. Okay.
Wow.
Hell yes. Chauncey's dagger, which is what you should call it in your inventory.
That's what it's called.
Chauncey's dagger.
Is that SH or CH?
CH.
Okay.
Is black. The handle of it, this carved black handle, but the blade of it too, is black with just the edge perfectly sharpened, and a dangerous tip. It is not engraved with anything in particular, and even the carvings are more nothing. It's not like it has a dragon carved into the hilt or anything, but there are some ornamental pieces. These pieces that flare up on the handle that make ridges to hold in your hand, and it does look devilishly sharp. This dagger has a +1 to attack and a +1 to damage.
Holy.
So.
What do you think it's made out of?
Like a. What did you call it? Like obsidian, maybe?
Oh, maybe. That stuff's
Ebony?
black.
What else is
Oh,
black? I
ebony.
don't
That's a
know.
good one too. Well, I don't. Do you want it? I mean, I feel like you deserve it.
You think?
I mean, would you use it? Because I just, I like my knives.
Yeah, you can have it.
I mean, if you're gonna use it, you can have it.
I probably won't because I really like the one my dad carved for me.
Yeah, well, that's fair. That's fair. All
But
right.
like, how about we say it's mine, but you're the one who uses it?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
High five, and you can't see me.
And just whiffs into the air.
All right, we'll practice that one. Where's Mina?
Oh, let me make. Do you have any sugar? I'll make caramel while we wait.
Do we have sugar at home, Matt?
What?
This
it's
is not your
house.
pack. This is your pantry. Yeah, it's quite possible.
I do have sugar. You can
All
make
right.
caramel?
Of course,
She's
it's
gonna
easy.
love it. She's gonna love it. I'll just stand outside and wait for Mina to come here, just so I don't miss her. She'll miss me, but I won't miss her.
You
So,
stand out. You're gonna stand outside and wait for Mina.
Yeah, my invisibility and ooh, let me try that again. my my invisibility lasts up to 1 hour. So after an hour, I'll be visible. But
You actually probably are visible by the time Mina gets here.
Awesome.
I mean, to walk out to the farms, to walk back. Mina walking by towards the parents' house. I think you see Riawin's home first, with Rhea standing outside.
Mina,
Hi, Rhea.
how did it go? Wait, come inside. Bubble will want to know as well. Come in, come in.
Okay.
I unlocked the door.
And you either smell delicious caramel or burnt caramel, depending on Matt.
Matt's
Make
comments.
a cooking
Cooking
check.
tools.
Just like
right?
this is just like a bake off, guys. It's just like
Yeah.
a baking show.
Dexterity or wisdom?
Can't burn the caramel.
Oh, I think it's
good.
dexterity, but I think if you have cooking, you can add your proficiency
Yeah.
modifier.
24.
Oh my god,
Whoa.
we're rolling good tonight.
God damn. Good thing we are getting that. This is some high quality caramel, my friend. This is this caramel. This bronze gold that comes out of this pot is looks good. That's what I got. That's what I got for a 24. It looks good and smells good.
It's just like when you had the caramel-covered cockroaches, remember?
Alright, it's a bit of a specialty for me, actually.
Add it to the cookbook. Add it to the cookbook.
Hell yeah. Well, give it a taste, and the rest will. Rhea remembered that Auntie Aromo loves caramel, apparently.
But Mina, tell us, how did it go with your mom?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I told her that I didn't want to be a farmer anymore.
Ooh, that's a big one.
I am currently not sure what I'm going to do, but yeah, my mom told me that I guess she took Dream once, and
What a
she
plot
woke up.
twist.
She didn't know that she was, but I think that might have something to do with the way she acts around you guys.
What do you mean?
Well, you know how it goes. When you get off of that shit, you think you're above everyone else who still uses.
Oh, yeah. Wait a minute. She took Dream when she already had you?
Said that she had me after.
Oh, okay. Well, that's better.
So you guys want to go talk to this Auntie Oromo?
You know, Mina, before we get into that, you're welcome to sleep over, you know. I'll take my couch and you can sleep on the bed. I don't mind.
Actually, Rhea, I was gonna see if I could stay with your parents.
Have you seen the place? I don't think it's a good idea right now.
It was pretty hectic over
I'm
there.
very good at cooking and cleaning, and I think that I
No,
could
no.
really...
What I mean is, it's incriminating. There's awakening everywhere.
They just
That's why I want to stay there, Rhea. I want to be there to watch over it. Because I know you'll probably be busy with your business stuff, and I thought it might be safest if I was there with them to protect if I could.
Boom, 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 boom. On the front door.
fuck is that?
Boom, 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 boom.
Who is it?
I'll just go and sit on the bed.
Hiya!
Is that my mom?
It's your dad.
That's my dad.
You can't hear the nuance of those different goblin voices I have. Hiya!
Oh God! I opened the door, but I just to peek in, and I'm like, "What is it?"
He pulls it all open and grabs you and pulls you outside and pulls you towards his house forcefully.
What is it?
Come, quick! It's a major discovery.
Discovery?
Yes.
Tell me more.
You come too, hoofed one.
Mina, you come
The
too.
door's already been closed, right?
Okay. Let's go. Come on.
I just check under the pillow real quick.
Under the pillow?
Yeah.
There's nothing under my pillow.
Damn it. Where did she put it? Oh, I'm coming.
I don't know if Mina clocks that or not. I'll just say no. Probably fucking not.
Yeah, he pulls you back towards his house, which the door is wide open. And as you stand there, your mom is sitting there with that mug with coffee grounds all in her teeth and is just shaking head to foot. Mina! You can put sugar in it. It's good.
Have you thought about laying off of it now, Mom? And I take the cup away from her.
That might be a good idea.
Yeah, I think it is. I think you've had enough now. We don't know what it is and what it does long term, so how about you lay off?
I think it's pretty good. Ah!
All right. So what's the major discovery now?
You can put sugar in it.
That's it. That's all you call it?
Yeah, but you should try it.
No.
Well, I'm glad that you're both here. Do you mind both sitting down? I have a question to ask you.
You should ask it. I don't know that I can sit right now. It's
I was kind of wondering if I could stay with you guys for a little bit. I don't really have
a point of order as you're saying that. Ria's mom was not sitting, but she still stands up somehow. Like from a fully sitting position, just, whoa! The child needs somewhere to stay. We've got to clean this place. Get up! And she just smacks your father in the face. And starts to look for something to clean up with, and is having trouble finding anything.
Oh, I could handle that. I don't want to stay for free, but I can work, and do the cooking and the cleaning, and just so you two could get on. Maybe I could do some, fashion design with you.
Ria's dad is like, oh, she's gonna be a servant too, and he gets up and starts to also try and clean to make it more welcoming for you.
I love them so much. Holy fuck, they're my parents.
Just like do it. I just to get thumbs to turn around, and get the thumbs up for you.
They love you.
Okay. Well, I'm going to set to, if you guys are going to clean, I brought some materials with me, and I'm going to weave some eel pots so we can set the traps for the eels so that we'll have something to eat for dinner.
That's great. We've already had dinner. It's like 3 in the morning. But you know.
But I meant for like
future dinners.
Other dinners, like you have to eat every day usually.
I meant to plan for
Mina,
that.
if you want to grab the broom, you should sweep most of the grounds into a pile so we can use them to make more cafe later.
Oh, we're going to deep clean this. This place is going to be.
But don't waste any of it. Still
Speaking
good.
What happened to that sugar cup, Ria?
Yeah, if you want to go look for it, it's on the cupboard on the left at the very top of the shelf.
I will go to the cupboard on the left and look at the top shelf.
Oh my god, I'm gonna get so much done today. You go up, and there's a bowl of sugar. I don't know what you were going with there. I don't.
No, what? The cup you just took off of them. Let me try it with the sugar.
No.
What do you mean no? It probably tastes good.
Oh, it's so good.
I open the window and I fucking throw it out.
You are such a goddamn buzzkill today.
What is wrong with you?
What's
There
wrong with
has
you?
been a murder because of this shit and you want to get high off of it?
No, I wanted to try what it tastes like to see if I can cook with it.
And you want to get high off of it?
It's always about getting high with you.
That's rich.
There's just a broom moving by an invisible servant in the background. Sweeping along.
Okay.
Alright, what are we doing here? Are we going to see the auntie or what?
Yeah, we are, which is why you need to stay sober just for a minute.
Sober, yeah, sure.
As much as you can be, please. Just like
Yeah.
I'll allow
Logan's
spree. If you have
really
spree and
fucked
you
up
want
right
spree,
now.
you can take that, but that's it.
He has had a couple of hits tonight. So we're good.
Wait, maybe we should sleep and go tomorrow night.
Both of your
Sleep?
parents fall asleep on the floor where they were cleaning.
Right.
Both of them together, cuddling.
Wait a minute. What?
Aw.
What happened to them?
I don't know. They came off with a high or something.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, see, that's what you want. Is that what you want?
Alright, well, let's get this auntie before that happens to me.
Do we not want to sleep first? I'm tired.
Whatever you want to do.
We should probably sleep. It's like, I think it's like 3 in the morning or something.
I'm gonna go back to my place and sleep.
Okay, I'm going to ward this place so that I'll know if someone tries to intrude upon it.
I appreciate it, man.
See you in the morning, I guess.
I'll see you guys later.
And I will begin to ritually cast alarm upon the front door, so that actually, well, around this. How big is this place? I can't imagine. It's like huge, right?
Yeah, it's pretty small. No.
20-foot cube. So I'll have it alert me mentally if anyone tries to like bust in.
Sure.
And then I will immediately pass out. A long day.
Are you going under your bridge, Vogue?
I sure am.
Can all of you roll a D100, please?
Ooh.
This isn't for the time jump, is it?
No, the time has jumped.
Yeah.
It is now. It is the 30th day of hell, going into the 31st, which is a full moon. Just in case anyone wants to know that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you're all good.
Awesome.
Oh,
I love to
good.
be all good.
We had 2 in the 30s, 1 in the 70s, and all are good. Interesting.
The next morning.
Did I manage to rest with this shit?
You do.
Oh.
You do. You managed to
Okay.
rest.
I will wake up. I think early.
I'm actually starting with Vogue. Vogue wakes up all by himself, sleeping under a bridge. And as usual, you don't do a great job hydrating, Vogue. I'm sorry to tell you. Your mouth is kind of... Get that.
I start crawling to the stream.
And, as you're cleaning yourself up and drinking a little bit, splashing water on your face, you hear a voice. And it says, weird place to sleep.
What? Who's that? I'll turn around.
It's definitely a duck. It's definitely a duck that you see, puts its beak in the water and does that little shaking its head duck thing.
Well, where do you sleep?
Not here. Smells.
Can you even smell as a duck?
Yup. I smell better than you, probably, with my duck nose.
Yeah, when I put you in a pan after, you smell pretty good.
Don't be an asshole, Vogwai.
How is this happening to me? How can you talk? How do you know my name? What's your name?
I'm a duck.
Is it alone?
Yeah, it's just a duck.
Where are your other duck friends?
They're back where you should be.
Where's that?
Someplace that's better than this. It kind of flaps its wings. And then goes into the water. Starts doing little duck circles. You see these little feet going.
Look over my shoulder if my short bow's not too far away.
Yeah, it's probably pretty close to you.
What would Rhea do here? What would Mina do here? Mina would befriend it. Rhea would figure out what the hell's happening. But I would shoot it and eat it.
And
I will
that's
try
what
to
makes you so
surreptitiously
amazing.
grab my short bow.
Okay. So.
What?
How much longer do you think you're gonna be sleeping under a bridge?
What's it to you? It's perfectly good here. It's airy, spacious, running
Smelly
water.
and muddy.
You
Ah,
love mud, don't you? As a duck?
you know me so well.
What? How do you know to talk to me?
And it starts to swim downstream, away from you, a little bit,
Hey.
kind of letting the current pull it.
Hey, I'm talking to you.
You should step over.
Over what?
Just Just keep swimming.
I'll jump to the other side of the stream. Does anything change?
No. Or you can tell you just see a duck swimming down.
All right.
the
I
current cake.
loose the arrow.
Okay. Roll to attack duck.
11.
It's dead. You killed the duck.
I'll go and retrieve it.
Okay.
Inspect its corpse. Is there anything abnormal about this duck?
Roll a investigation or medicine check.
Investigation or medicine. All right, we'll roll investigation. 12.
It is. Nah, it's a duck. I don't know. I can't think of a weird thing for a duck to have or be to say, so it's just a duck. I got nothing.
Deeply unsettled, I will put a pot of water near the fire to boil so I can pluck this fella.
Back of the docks. What is happening with y'all?
I'm gonna go grab Mina at my parents' place.
You will find Mina sitting with this big these long this frame, and she's just weaving around the frame, and this giant kind of long tube type thing that's really narrow at the bottom and widens as it goes up towards the top.
Oh, that looks. What is that?
It's a trap to trap eels with, and your parents aren't great at shopping, so I figure that. And they have the lake access right there, and I pointed the trapdoor.
Yeah.
Little lake. So, maybe this is a way they'll have a little more nutrition.
Yeah.
And maybe they'll be if they're eating better, they might be a little healthier.
I think Rhea awkwardly pats you on the head, and they go I think you're a great addition to the family, Mina.
Are you making fun of me?
No, I'm trying to be really cute and say you're part of the family now. But I obviously missed the mark. I'm sorry. Whoops.
No, I'm sorry, Rhea. I feel like I'm imposing on your family, and I'm sorry. I don't want to live with Frank in that big house.
Oh, why are you being so loud?
Morning.
Somebody put on a pot of cafe.
No, we're not doing that today.
I'm nothing in the morning until I've had my cafe.
This is called addiction. We're not feeding into it today.
I was thinking we could actually start with tea. If it's hot and also tastes good.
Yeah.
I kind of lean towards Mina. They'll act grumpy for a while, but within a week they'll forget that even existed.
I like your parents.
And they like
a lot, Rhea. Even when they're grumpy, it doesn't bother me.
Great, then. You'll get along great.
But we should go, right? And I'll put that to the side for now. Stand up.
Right. Mother, father, we shall take our leave. Be good now.
I mean, grumble.
Grumble.
Your dad actually says the word grumble. When
Right.
he doesn't know what to say, he just says grumble.
Grumble yourself, old man.
And I would have recast it in the morning so that it would last. And I'll designate Rhea, and Vogue, and then them as to not sit at all. So they come and go. It won't trigger anything weird. Only if somebody else comes in.
And I'm gonna go get Vogue under his bridge.
Yeah, I'll say you'll meet up somewhere near the waters. Willie's boat off there in the distance as he's fishing for grunion.
All right, you both hungry? You'll never believe what happened this morning. I've got 2 fresh, beautifully cooked duck breasts with a blueberry basil sauce. Enjoy.
Whoa. And I dig in.
Oh, I do too. Yeah, definitely.
With my
Ah.
new level 4 feat as a chef, you both gain 2 bonus hit points.
Period. That's king behavior
Wow.
right there.
That's good shit.
This is amazing, folk. I
This
feel
is delicious.
better. What do you call it?
So the weird thing is that it actually called me by name before I dispatched it.
But we went over this already.
It kind of told me that my living quarters there were not up to par.
Is it wrong?
Not you too.
Folk. I told
What?
you we could be
It knew my
roommates
name
like
this time.
Listen, all I'm saying is you could be sleeping on the sofa with a roof over your head, but you decide to live under that bridge.
I don't need your charity. How about that?
It's not charity. You're my friend. We're friends. You stay over, and I stay over sometimes. Although I don't like to stay over because it's under a bridge.
Well, if it ever is poor weather out here, I'll be right at your door.
Great.
But it. Never mind.
So the duck insulted your house.
Right. It floated up while I was doing my morning business and started telling me that my place sucks. And it was by itself, too. I bet you it's rude to all its other duck friends. That's why I was alone.
Right, but since when do ducks talk?
That's what I'm saying. And last night, too, there was this owl out back.
An owl.
And then, yeah, and it said who, like owls normally do. Except it actually was asking me who.
Are you sure? It wasn't just saying who, as in who?
Positive. Yep. We had a conversation. It's 3 now. The blue jay, the owl, and this duck.
Do birds talk in the Feywild?
Of course they do.
Are they Feywild birds?
Oh. Well, that might answer that. But it tasted normal, didn't it?
Would it taste different?
Probably. I
Right. Let's.
What is? Oh, never mind.
Go ahead, Mina.
What is the Feywild?
That's where satyrs come from. It's somewhere else, you know? It's kind of like elsewhere, except it's not bad. It's like good and different. I've never actually been there. I was born here, but that's where my parents are from.
And they're telling you that you should go back?
No, we're just trying to figure out why these birds can talk, because normally they can't. But maybe if they're fey birds, but then they taste different, I'm sure. So yeah, it's...
I mean, this tastes divine. If you're telling me this shit talked, I'll believe it.
Tastes really good.
Quack, quack.
I can imagine him like going rosy on the cheek.
Okay,
All right.
so we're gonna go talk to Auntie Aromo.
Aromo,
Yes.
that's her name. I bought the caramel, by the way. They're in my inventory. Thank you.
Good, good.
Okay.
No, we probably should go talk to Willie too at some point
Why?
because isn't he the one bringing it in?
It's a rumor. We don't know for sure.
Oh, we should do a stakeout. See what he does when he pulls his bone in at night.
A poor old man would not survive the surprise, I'm sure. Let's take it easy now.
Well, with your talent from last night, he'd never freaking see you.
You're right, I can do that now.
You can hear Willie from far off on the lake yell, "Stupid fucking fish! Get in the boat!"
Right. Alright, Will. Let's go talk to Auntie Aroma first. Okay,
Lead
what's
the
the
way.
plan? What do we tell her? Because I'm not telling her my parents can't sell her stock. I'm not telling her that.
All right. Here's my idea that we're honoring the deal for now. Hear me out. Your parents aren't quite up to the mark to be involved with this sort of thing. You're a little bit insulted that she made that choice, but it's okay. We forgive her. Here's some caramels. But we are now going to be the ones responsible. And she's to leave your parents out of it.
Responsible for what?
The stuff.
And what does she get out of it?
Well, that's what we need to find out, because your parents couldn't tell me. They said she just says aroma, aroma, aroma.
Guys, can we just give it back? Can we just give her the stuff back and then?
That's not how this works.
Usually there's no takesies backsies here.
Here's the thing. They're doing very illegal stuff by giving it to you in the first place, and it's even more illegal to keep it, so they don't want it back.
Okay, so what are we? So we're just trying to get her to leave your mom and dad alone?
We have two objectives. One, leave Ria's mom and dad alone. Two, find out what is she even expecting. Is she expecting 500 gold or 10 gold for this? And that kind of gives us at least a target.
Okay, that makes sense.
You are going to see Auntie Aroma. You go down a few docks from the dock you are at, walk far out, well into the lake, and you see this auntie hold. You know, aunties can't live in just any old shack. They get a very special shack. This is one of those.
Of course.
As far out as it gets, and bigger, sturdier, right? And there are even two goblin guards at the front that are sitting down. But as you all stand up, they kind of skirt up and stand up tall as you walk up to the door.
Do they know me? Do I know them?
You know all the goblins of this area. Yes, you sit. Oh, what? Hi.
Right, still lacking vocabulary, I see.
What?
Hello, we're here to see Auntie Aromo. We have to speak with her about a very important matter.
You're here to see the auntie. Oh, well, only one of you is a goblin. As he looks up at the 6-foot-tall tiefling.
What, are non-goblins not allowed to see her?
To visit an auntie? Oh,
Yeah.
This is not a public address. This is a private abode.
Right, it's a
Absolutely.
private, but what if I told you we're here on business?
Ooh.
Big word, I know, but you know it.
What? Why should I? Here's the way I usually I'm going to ask it the way I normally ask it, and then you can answer. Because I don't know. Why should I let a non-goblin in to see an auntie?
Why wouldn't you?
Roll a persuasion check with that. It's not a very high DC since you are a goblin as far as he's concerned.
17.
Go in with your busyness, but no funny business.
No funny business on my watch.
I've watched this auntie snatch the soul right out of a man's eye.
You
With
did?
2 fingers.
Left or right?
This one.
Right.
But I was watching her. It might have been a mirror effect.
Well, thanks. Have a nice day guarding or whatever you do.
You do, Ria.
Bye. I love being part of the goblin community, man. It's so good. It's like my -1 intelligence is like a +10 all of a sudden. It's amazing.
You walk in the auntie's home. It is dark. It is pitch black in here.
Oh.
And there are many things around. There's like cushions and silks hanging from the ceiling, which is much taller than the normal human ceiling. It's more the height of a normal human dwelling as opposed to a normal goblin dwelling. So much so that you can't see through it. There's all this stuff. Like some of them are like silk, some of them are just like blankets that have been like nailed to the ceiling, you can tell. But it's this like weird vibe where you can't see straight to the back of it.
I can't see anything. Can I light a candle? Is that rude?
Auntie Aromo.
Who?
It's Relan. I've brought caramels.
from a bit of the distance, pushing aside one of these sheets, you see Spleen, this goblin you previously knew as Spleen, decked out in like auntie attire, right? Like fine robes, like honestly, and like this headpiece that's been affixed to her head, but she walks out almost like Simeon, like her hands and feet on the floor as she like on her feet and knuckles as she walks out towards you. Hello?
Lord. It's Ryuan. Remember me?
Is there any light source? Probably not. You all have dark vision, right?
I don't have dark
no, he
vision.
doesn't.
I can't see anything.
Is there any light source in this room?
Not that I'm creating.
Yeah.
I start striking a candle, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, as you light the candle, she kind of like shies away from it.
Nope. I'll shield it so it's not blinding her.
Sorry, sorry.
What? What?
We came for business. You know, talk of making gold, opportunities to make gold.
No.
Yeah. How about we sit down and talk?
Caramel.
Yeah, we have those.
And she like on her fingertips and her toes, which she kind of like runs forward and holds a hand out. Caramel.
Here's the deal. I'll give them to you if you sit us down around the table and we can talk.
Roll a persuasion check.
15.
Come. And she again, like on fingertips and just her toes, she walks forward, weaving between all these fabrics hanging from the ceiling, which seem to go all the way back. And she ends up in one area with this like, there's like this cushion on the ground, and there's like blankets. Like she made a nest for herself on this cushion, and she kind of goes and like does a circle and like sits on it.
I give her the caramels. Right.
And she just starts licking it in her hand.
So my parents came into possession of something that you gave them recently. I don't know if you remember that.
Romo gave.
You did. You gave them awakening.
Is there anyone else in this room?
Make a perception check.
Good call. I mean, you're blind as fuck right now, but
Yeah. 7.
It is dark. This small candle casting weird shadows as some of these fabrics from this thing are some are thick and some are sheer, and it's doing weird things. It's hard to see. You can't see very far through. You guys are all pretty close together, just to be, and like probably like pushing some of these aside to be able to sit together in this area.
I would, as Vogue's doing that, is she like? Does she have her eyes, her pupils dilated? Does she have a smell or anything coming off? Or does it seem like she's afflicted with like some kind of illness or something? Or I don't know what.
Make a medicine check.
And does it strike me as normal-ish goblin behavior?
No, I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say this is in stark contrast, I hope, to my professional acting
It has,
of other goblins. Yes,
Feral goblin behavior.
It's hard to tell again in this thing. She seems a bit thin, and that's saying something for a goblin, right? She seems a bit thin and gaunt, and her teeth are bad. Goblins actually have pretty hardy teeth, right? They have to use them to, like, you know, sometimes tear flesh off people, depending on how feral that particular goblin tribe is. Not so much these goblins, but
Gnawing on coconuts too.
But the teeth are pretty bad and stained, and you think, again, really hard to tell, but you think she might be a bit pale. Like even her greenish skin is not the right tinge that you're used to.
Just lean over to Rhea and whisper in her, Rhea, I don't think she's well.
This is definitely not normal, no.
Your parents, they distribute.
The parrots?
Your parents
My
distribute?
They distribute.
They distribute for Aromo.
Right. How about I distribute it for them now?
You want some too?
No. I'm taking what you gave to my parents.
Aromo wants it everywhere.
Why?
Don't ask.
I'm asking. And I kind of take a step closer. I'm trying to be intimidating right now.
I can give you more. I have more to give.
I take one step closer and I kind of slightly lean, but like from my whole top up. And I lower my tone. You gave some stock to my parents, which I'm gonna relieve them of. I'm gonna take that same stock and do whatever you want with it, but you leave my parents out of it from there on out.
She stands up, straightening her spine a little at a time until she's at her full goblin height. Just looks you in the face. Says, I am Auntie now. I tell you.
Yes, and we will take over from Rhea's parents. We're much more effective distributors. We've got experience. We know what we're doing. They don't. They're going to get caught and hurt. So we're asking nicely.
You are not a goblin. And she looks back at Rhea and says, Aroma want this everywhere.
I will distribute it everywhere in exchange for you to leave my parents alone. They
You can
will
roll a
not
persuasion check.
Oh, you're fucking kidding me. No, this is so cursed.
That's a natural one, folks. Folks watching at home. I am Auntie now. I say what happens. I help them.
Knowing what I know of goblin culture, having grown up in it, what would happen if theoretically I were to lay a hand on a Hanti?
Would probably not be good.
like on a scale of 1 to 10, how bad?
That'd be pretty bad.
Like other goblins wouldn't like me anymore?
It is quite possible, yes.
Huh. Like I can't take over as an auntie? I'm a goblin.
Aunties take over. An auntie that takes over has shown respect to her auntie.
Fuck.
Yeah, if that makes but you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think it's a power struggle
Yeah.
kind of thing. I think
Yeah.
they use the term auntie specifically. You know, like
'Cause
it's
kind
a
of like family.
respectful and familial.
While this is going, like while she's standing up talking
Yeah.
to Rhea, can I check out that nest?
Yes. Make an investigation check.
Sorry, guys, I'm just gonna.
Like I roll a 22 next to that 7, and he rolls a 23 next to that 8. Like what's going on?
Yeah, with an 8, it has a smell to it, like bedding that hasn't been changed in a while, and someone that doesn't bathe sleeps in it, which is masked a bit by the grounds of awakening that are kind of all over it.
All right, Auntie Aromo.
I will give you more. You will take it and distribute.
To
You are
who?
tall. You will give it to bigger people.
All right, bigger people. Now you want it everywhere. Where do you want me to start? Auntie
Aroma wants it everywhere.
I know you want it everywhere, but everywhere must start somewhere.
Romo. Aromo.
Is this an odor situation? Hold the door, Odor. I want to know, is there lore?
Ask her how much we should charge for it. How much does she want back?
What prices are you putting on it?
Aroma want the farms.
Your clientele's is
Aromo. Aromo.
Auntie Aromo, I want to help.
Auntie. Aromo.
Yep.
Auntie.
Yes.
And then she points out just towards where all these fabrics are. You can't see it. And she says, Aromo. And through these sheets hanging walks a figure.
Is it the monster?
Small, huge eyes.
It's the monster!
Big ears that stick up. These long claws. And we'll pick it up there next time.
No! I was gonna hit it! I was gonna hit it!
Combat now!
Do me a favor. Everyone roll a con save.
Fuck.
Oh, not 20,
Yes.
motherfuckers!
All right. Rhea passes. Vogue passes.
Ooh.
Mina does not
Oh,
with an
no.
11.
This is so good! The plot is plotting so hard right now.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Just a heads up, y'all. Mina,
Oh jeez. Not a possession.
you take. Oh, that's a 6. Okay. 8 points of thunder damage.
Oh, thank God for those two.
Uh,
I mean, I'm not saying no. Absolutely.
Your head is like rocked, like you're next to a speaker as it happens. And it is a darn good thing that screech did not take your hit points to 0.
Thanks for the warning.
Yeah, we'll pick it up there next time, everybody.
God.
Thank
Are
you
we
for
fighting?
playing this game
Are we-
of Dungeons and Dragons, the 5th edition. No Thaco, no,
No
not
Thaco,
2nd
please.
edition. No
Please no
Thaco.
I don't
No,
ever want to calculate that again.
I don't remember what they had in 3.5. I mean, I played it, but it was a long time
3.5
ago.
was normal, but you had touch attacks. You had
I feel like there were a lot of skills,
yeah.
a lot more skills. No,
Oh yeah.
um,
We had psionics, which they cut. God damn it! So I'm
Well,
trying to force it back
that's
in.
fine. That's
And we
well,
don't need
this-
to talk about fourth.
yeah. Fourth, I never played. I never played fourth. Fourth is the one I know really nothing about. All
combat all the time.
Well, speaking of combat, we'll see you again in 2 weeks, my friends.
Are we gonna be Are we doing the other before then, or?
I think Avatar next week. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Play some Avatar Legends.
28th January, Avatar Legends.
28th of
back
January.
There's also gonna
It's gonna
be-
be my weekend birthday. We're gonna play on my weekend birthday.
to- Ooh.
I mean, interesting to see what happens there too, because you guys are currently being held by.
And you ran away. That's true.
Were we captured?
I mean,
I
the
guess-
detective found us.
I mean, the
That was
implication.
good, right?
The implication.
Explicitly no, but like,
Oh,
I wouldn't be surprised if you guys were in some kind of.
Yeah.
might be.
We like to get into trouble, you know?
Containment.
Oh, the cops showed up. That's right.
Your nemesis,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah,
That
I got
cigarette smoking
recognized.
man, dude. The cigarette smoking man showed up.
Yeah, the cops showed up. That's always a good thing, right? Everyone.
We
Right.
love
Never
it.
bad. Good.
All cops are buddies. A cab.
All right, so next week, Avatar. Week after, Parsa again. You have to be there.
Watch and follow and keep watching and tell your friends to watch. And we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.